Okay, so we're up and we're running.
Good, good.
Um, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, good evening.
Hello.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the Grand Games of Loria. It's going to be a fun, pretty casual D&D campaign that we're going to be running, and we're just here to have some fun. So, guys, if you want to introduce yourselves,
It says you're offline.
I says I'm streaming.
Okay, well, anyways. I'm
I don't know what
Gage.
stream delay is, so anyhow, carry on.
Okay, my name is Gage. I'm playing a ASMR Warlock, Gremory. And that's pretty much it.
Short, sweet, to the point. Connor.
I'm Connor, as you just heard. I will be playing Torstein, who is a ASMR as well.
And I am Logan, your wonderfully eccentric dungeon master, who will be playing literally everyone else. Okay. So, with that said, and Gage, if you could just check the stream real quick to make sure that it is actually still rolling.
It is live. I'm not going to turn on the audio because I'm
Okay, we're
scared
good,
of it.
we're good. Okay. In which case, I'm just going to get us right into my little opening spiel. Light dances across your vision. You know what you were doing, and that you were doing something, but the specifics escape you. For a moment, you lose sense of yourself as a great upheaval takes place before you slam back into reality. You're at someplace bright, warm, and very, very loud. This isn't right, you think to yourself. Nothing. This is unfamiliar. It's wrong. But barely does the thought have time to register before a voice booms, "Welcome, our champions! It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Grand Games." The voice seems to fill a large space, but you can't identify its source. "Your task is simple. You shall work in pairs to recover the item entrusted to your care. You will face trials. You will face challenges. You may die. You may achieve fame and glory. But to the victors, they will emerge from these games with the greatest blessing I can conjure." There's a great pause of suspense. The loud noise from before comes back, slightly more clear this time. And as this sensation is assaulting your ears, a burning sensation comes over your right arm for slightly more than a heartbeat before fading away. "You've been given everything you will need. Find your pair, and let the games begin." The blinding light fades, and finally realization sweeps over you. You stand on a stone dais in the middle of a large sandy expanse. The noise from before becomes clear as you gather your surroundings. Thousands of people fill grandstands circling the arena in which you find yourself. Each of you are standing on a raised stone platform, and you see in front of you many, many more of these stone platforms, but only 3 apart from your own are occupied. Welcome to the first roll of the game, gentlemen. Who would like to take a quick look around?
I'll go for it.
Okay.
Are we both going for it?
Yeah, let's go. We'll both go for it.
Can we both go for it?
You absolutely can.
We're both going for it.
Separate
I have
time.
rolled a... Here, Connor, you say your roll first?
Rolling. 15.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Standing across from you, about 20 feet away, you see 2 individuals. One who appears human, a rather large man, and one elf, draped in what you believe to be magician's garb. They seem to be just as bewildered as you. Looking to your left, you see... Gremory, would you like to describe yourself?
Okay, so I look very human. I have completely like white hair. It kind of glows. I'm of an average build, sort of more toned, and I'm 6 foot even.
And Gremory, when you look around the arena, you see much the same. You also see the two other individuals standing across from you, and to your right, you notice another figure. Connor, would you like to...
Okay, I was just wondering. So I'm approximately 6 feet tall as well. I have a shorter to mid long beard. I have hair, and everything's dirty blonde. So I got hair that goes down to my shoulders. Have a very like beefier, like little, not as like beefed up build, but a little beefier than like toned.
Mhm.
I have a like light pink skin, so I have like human colored skin. And yeah, it's about the best description I have.
After you've taken a moment to take everything in, you glance at your arm, the arm that you felt the burning sensation on, and you see a tattoo which you don't recall ever getting. It's small and shaped like a diamond.
Neat.
Once you've taken stock of yourself and your surroundings, you hear another voice, different this time. Welcome, champions, to our wonderful kingdom of Loria. I am your king, and as is tradition, I will be assigning you your first task along your mission, presenting you with your first challenge, your first great obstacle. It is here where the people of this kingdom will learn of your power, of your might, or your lack thereof. Raise the gates. You hear a large yell come up from the crowd, cheering. Everybody seems absolutely emphatic. A grinding sound can be heard. And from behind you, you hear gates beginning to rise. The figures across the way also turn and gaze behind them, where something similar is also occurring. Stepping out from the gate is a creature. It stands about 4 feet tall and walks on all fours, red in color. You may be familiar with this creature, but I'm still going to ask you to roll for it to see exactly what it is.
Okay, I am rolling my perception.
Okay.
I am rolling as well.
That's a 14 even.
Yep.
That is a 4.
That was a what? Sorry.
4.
Okay. Well, Gage, your character would find fairly quickly that this is a hellhound. A creature that you seem to have some recollection of dealing with before, but you can't grasp it where, or when, or how.
Uh-huh.
But you do know what it is. And as for you, Connor, it's a big, scary dog.
It's a big, scary dog.
The thing snarls and snaps its jaws at you. It does not look friendly. What would you like to do?
Well, there goes petting that dog.
So we're just. I'm gonna look to the guy. I'm gonna look to the guy who like got the gates open. I'm gonna give him the look like, am I supposed to kill this thing?
You, looking up at the figure, the man who spoke earlier, you see a very tall human gentleman, dressed very decadently. He looks very kingly, and he definitely heard you, and you see him visibly shrug.
Visibly shrug. Shrug.
Yes.
So.
And
No, I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, he has a slight smile on his face, and he sits back down.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to the person next to me. So I'm assuming we're partners.
I would assume that as well.
Do you wish to also assume that we need to slay the doggy ahead of us?
As almost in response, you hear from behind you a battle cry as the large human gentleman charges towards the hellhound that was walking from the opposing gate and swings a large axe at it.
Well, I think that's our answer there, so might as well get in on it.
I'm gonna hope it's not a race.
Well, if it is, I'll beat you there.
They got a head start. I don't like that.
Gentlemen, if you've consigned yourselves to fighting, please roll initiative.
Okay. Rolling that dank initiative. That's do my math here. 20 non-natural.
Jesus. Okay.
3.
Okay. Connor, can I get your character's name one more time, please?
Torstein.
Torstein. Okay, thank you. So,
I'll put it in the
Grammary,
Discord.
you have succeeded in taking the first move.
Okay.
About 20 feet separates you from the hellhound at the time that you made your decision to fight. And it seems intent on drawing nearer.
Okay.
Do what you will.
I'm gonna turn like sideways and look at it. I'm gonna line my hand up to it, pointing, and then I'm gonna.
Oh, you cut out for a moment there.
You cut out.
Yeah, I heard that.
Can I get you to repeat that for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn myself sideways,
Yep.
point towards it, and then snap my.
Snap your...
Cut out again, Gage.
Oh my god, why does it keep cutting? Okay, I snap my fingers
Yep.
and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Chuck it.
Okay, it has to succeed a DC 14 Dexterity save, or take 1d8 of radiant damage.
Chuck that damage.
Okay. We got a 5. So that's 12 total.
12 total? Okay.
And it's radiant damage.
Okay. So it looks like a beam of light has hit it. If I recall this cantrip correctly.
It's basically it gets covered in white fire.
Okay. Yep. As the fire envelops this beast, you see it howl in pain for just a moment before shaking itself off and recovering itself. And it locks eyes with you.
You hurt the puppy.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, or is that...
I'm gonna lock eyes with it too, and then that's all my turn can be.
Okay. The hellhound closes the gap between you and it in the blink of an eye.
Damn.
Before lunging at you. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Sadly, yes.
Okay. Sorry, checking damage.
It's all good.
Okay. So take 13 from this monstrous bite. You see fire appear in its maw as it locks its jaws around your arm.
Okay.
It takes a reasonable chunk out of you before letting go and hopping back slightly.
I'm gonna look at it, and with fire in my eyes, I'm gonna say it's time to repent and cast Hellish Rebuke, which is a counter that is instantaneous.
Okay. What does it do?
It has to succeed a Dexterity saving throw. Let me quickly check the DC. It's 14.
Okay, or otherwise?
Take 2d10s of damage.
And halved on the successful DC, or nothing on the successful?
Half.
Okay, so chuck it.
Chucking it. 10. 14 total.
Okay. It nimbly leaps out of the way. As the fire... Sorry, this is fire, right?
Yes.
Okay. As the fire begins to cover your arm to repel the beast, it seems to have almost predicted it, letting go and leaping back in time. The flames singe it, but it doesn't appear hurt.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Connor, it's going to take me a while to remember the name of your character. One more time. Torstall.
Torstein.
Torstein.
Torstall.
Torstein.
Torstein. Torstein, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I am going to attack it with my warhammer.
Attack it with your warhammer. Okay.
And so I'll run up to it, and I'm going to take a swing up, like underhanded swing up towards its jaw.
Certainly. Hit that dog.
Rolling. So 8.
A mighty swing, but this beast has proven itself to be nimbly dexterous and is able to simply weave out of the way of your strike. I believe you have extra attack at this level.
I do. I'll take another attack. So I miss, and then I'll just come back down on the top of its head.
Okay.
Oh. Does a 14 hit?
It will.
Let's see how much it hit for. 1. Oh, sorry, 6.
Okay. Bringing your warhammer down, you spike the beast's head momentarily into the ground. Hammer connects with head, head connects with ground, before it leaps back to its feet and growls at you viciously. Is there anything else that you're doing with your turn? Any bonus actions?
That was my bonus action.
Oh, true. Yes. Back to Gremory.
Okay. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt on it, which is... Let me refresh myself. Flash of light streaks towards the character. I have to make a ranged spell attack. Okay. Here we go. That's a 15 total.
This is a ranged spell attack, so that's your... Yeah, okay, that's going to hit.
Okay. Let me roll my d6s. That is 19 damage total. As a streak of lightning comes down and strikes the...
The bolt of lightning comes from above and strikes the beast center on. You can see its skeleton appears as the electricity courses through it and into the ground. The moment that it's able to regain control of itself after having that much power put through it, it crumples to the ground momentarily before laboriously picking itself back up. It looks at you, and you can describe the look in its eyes as hatred.
I'm just going to smirk at the puppy. And Connor, when you attack it next, you have advantage on the attack. But only the very next one.
The hellhound gathers fire in its maw and rears back before unleashing a torrent of flame. I'm going to need a dexterity save from each of you.
Roger that.
Or actually, Gremory, I don't need one. Oh, yes, I do need one from you. Pardon me.
Just roll a d20, right?
Yes. D20
That's...
plus your dex mod.
That's 15 even for me.
Okay.
14 for me.
So both of you are going to take 12 damage.
Ow.
As you leap out of the way of the flames, they lick at your heels, your robes, and you feel... You've experienced fire before, but it's almost as though this is burning deeper. It hurts.
Well.
And the dog...
Oh, fuck.
The hellhound lands back on its front paws and looks ready to fight. Torstein, Godfuck.
Well, that burned, but now I'm hitting you inside the head even harder.
And remember, you have advantage on this attack.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my
Yep,
Warhammer.
because you are indeed flanking.
Oh no, it's because of the spell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so do I get 2 multiplicators?
No, so just chuck. When you roll the hit, two d20s, and pick the highest.
Okay, rolling. 14 for the highest.
Okay. It'll hit. What's the damage?
Damage is 12.
Okay. So describe to me what you're doing.
So I'm running up to him. You said I'm flanking, right?
Yeah. It's
So-
yes.
So I'm going to come up right beside him and hit him right in the rib cage, right,
Your
it's like
hand,
right under the front leg.
Your warhammer smashes into the hellhound with a crack. You hear a crunch as the hammer just buries itself in this thing's chest cavity. It yelps and then turns to ash.
Guys, I killed the puppy.
Good swing, my man.
The crowd roars. You hear cheers. And you also hear the sound of another hellhound dying from across the stadium. It would seem that the others...
Was there 2 of them?
It would seem that the other adventurers have slain their hellhound as well.
Hey, samesies.
Logan,
Yep.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to make very tiny fireworks over us.
Okay. Yep. It takes the crowd a moment to calm themselves, and you see the elf from across the way waving to the crowd, just playing them up.
Ah, okay.
After a moment, the king speaks again. Wonderfully done, my champions. You are now free to go your separate ways. Seek your relics, and good luck to you all. And the gates, all of the gates in the stadium open, and you see that the ones at the farthest end lead directly outside.
Well, I don't know about you, but I like the outside. You want to head outside?
Sure. Is this still part of it? I'm very... Why do they have us kill a dog and then just set us out in the world?
I don't know, probably get the weaker ones out of the way.
That's fair.
You hear laughter coming from the other group. It seems that the strong human, the large human man, is having a big hearty belly laugh about something or other.
Hey, friend, I like to know what's funny. What's up?
Oh, hello. No, my companion here is just a rather funny fellow. Could barely hurt the dog. Oh, it was something to behold. I was glorious.
Oh, so you killed the dog too?
The elf speaks up. Describing what he did as killing it is an understatement.
Well, now I have to hear this champion
It's a
story.
glorious tale. However, I have a quest. I must be off. I bid you good day. And good luck in the hunt.
Later, then. We'll talk about it later.
Now, elf, where are we going? The two of them begin to speak and almost bicker as they head towards the gate at the farthest end.
Well, I'm just gonna bow to the crowd and I guess we'll leave.
Sounds good to me. I'm not one for bowing, but I'll wave.
Take a deep bow.
I got my hand out right.
Yep. The crowd loves it. You see that some of them are starting to file out of the stadium. They're heading towards staircases and they're leaving. But you gain the attention of quite a few of them as you wave and give attention to the crowd.
Nice.
I'll smile and wink at the crowd, waving.
Smile and wink. Nice.
Now, where will you go?
That's a very good question.
You could head to the same exit where the other two just left, or you could go to the opposite one, or you could explore the arena. Anything you'd like to do is open to you.
Question.
Sure.
Am I able to tell that Torsten is also an ASMR?
ASMR is supposed to have wings, right? I don't have wings.
We aren't supposed to have wings. We can sprout them and fly.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have wings at all.
Okay.
So tell you what, give me a knowledge roll with advantage, and we will find out.
Oakley dokley. Investigation?
Nope, just knowledge. General knowledge.
Okay. That is a 16.
You reasonably believe that the person who bears the same tattoo as you might not be fully human, but you're not 100% sure what their race is.
That's fair. Well, I say we should just mosey on our way out the same door they did and see if they're still arguing like an old married couple.
Yeah, more friends are always nice in these times.
Plus, if this is a competition and not just a scavenger hunt, may as well see how strong they are.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take the elf just fine.
You'd think. But sometimes powerful things come in small packages.
So we're heading off towards the same exit that the other pair took, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You find no resistance. You're able to simply walk out of the arena. There's a grand stone archway that greets you from the outside, and the sand quickly gives way to cobblestones. You find, upon stepping out of the arena, that there are people milling about. About 20 feet past where the people are milling about, there's just an empty expanse where there just seems to be a collection of black chariots. Standing by each is a person wearing what looks to be a chauffeur's uniform.
Ah. Okay.
Are they giving us rides to places? What is that all about?
That's very interesting. Why don't we go ask them?
Okay, let's head there.
So you're just heading over to the nearest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go to the nearest one.
Walking past the crowd, who you notice give you looks of both admiration and occasionally fear, you stand in front of a large, lacquered black chariot. Standing beside it is a young man. He's blonde, rather short, and he's wearing a very large smile.
I'll go up to him smiling and be like, "Hello, sir. What do we have here with all these chariots going places?"
These are members of the Charioteers Guild, sirs. We will be serving as your official transport for the duration of the games.
Ah.
If you have me, that is.
He seems like a fine fellow. I think we should take him as our traveler person.
Our chauffeur.
Charioteer, sir.
I think
Charioteer,
we're fine,
sorry.
chauffeur.
I'm sorry, Gidge, I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, I said I'm sure he'll make a fine chauffeur.
The young man's smile becomes even broader. A pleasure to serve you, sirs. My name is Elwood. Where would you like to go? He opens the back door to the chariot, and a pair of collapsible stairs fall down.
Well, Elwood, where's the nearest hotspot of stuff to do?
Yeah.
Elwood smiles. There's always something to do in Loria. We have libraries, guilds, there's adventures, anything that one's heart desires. If wherever you'd like to start your search, I'm confident that I could bring you there.
Ah, okay. So
Well,
it's
what
a
do you
scavenger hunt that'll bring us across the continent.
I'm afraid I'm not privy to that information, sir. But I can say with confidence that some adventurers and champions have had to go quite far and quite wide to acquire their chosen relic.
Ah, okay. Well, why not go to the capital and see what this place is all about?
Conveniently, sir, we're already in the city of Loria.
Ah,
You, flabbergasted by the crowd around you, that has now started to file out, you're able to see that you're on a very large hill overlooking a sprawling city that seems to have a large cluster of buildings around this Colosseum where you find yourself, and it slopes downward. On each level, there's just more buildings, more roads, and very vaguely off to one side you can see a wall, and off to another you see the sea.
I'll
Pretty
turn
close.
back to Elwood and talk to him for a second. So Elwood, where would the nearest pub be with that's most popular?
pub.
Popular pubs, well, that depends. If you're looking for a more should we say, together establishment, you'd want to stick around Hightown. But if you're looking for a place to really drink, Lowtown would be the place to go. Although Midtown has its share of taverns as well.
I think we should go try out Hightown.
The high tier bar in the high tier town.
I feel like that would be a pretty nice establishment to go to start off on our adventure.
Is it within walking distance, or will you be giving us a ride?
The city of Loria is very large. Some things, especially in Hightown, it's fairly small, are close together, but it's usually best to ride in the carriage. It certainly saves time.
Off to the best bar in Hightown.
Okay.
I hop in the chariot.
I follow.
Inside, you find a few things. The upholstery and the furniture are as grand as the outside. This is as fine of a chariot as you have ever seen. Located to the front of the chariot is a small panel, which you realize can be opened and closed to communicate with the driver. And in the center of the seating, there is a small locked handle.
Locked handle?
Yes, it's latched. You can...
I think you cut out there.
No,
Yeah, you're cutting out.
No, that was just end of the sentence.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Like, it's obviously it's holding a panel shut, and you can see that it's in the latched position.
Oh, this chariot's pretty comfy. But, well, I want to know what this is all about. I play with the latch, trying to see if I can find a way to open it.
I'm just gonna watch.
By twisting it, you are able to unlock it and slide it open. What comes up is a roll of just racks, and you see that there is a small amount of gold coinage inserted into it, and you could slide it out. You hear a voice coming from the front of the carriage. I see you've already found the coffers, sir. You'll be able to store currency there.
Ah, cool. I'll just take this and split it with Grimmer here.
Okay. There's a total of 50 gold in the coffer.
25 each.
I'm okay with 25 each.
Nice. We're already making bank.
So you feel the carriage begin to move, and it's a very, very smooth ride. And it's also a very short ride.
Mm-hmm.
After about 5 minutes, you feel the carriage roll to a stop, and Elwood says, "Sirs, here we are. Welcome to the Gilded."
The Gilded.
Mm-hmm.
My. I'm going to step out and take a big look at it.
It's a large white marble building. It's very imposing and very impressive. The only thing out of place about it is that it has tavern-style stall doors.
Interesting.
Well, this looks like a high fancy cowboy place. As I step out behind him.
I think I'm gonna change and dress to impress. And I'm gonna use the invocation Mask of Many Faces to change my clothing into high society clothing.
Sure.
And I'm gonna pull out my cane staff and just walk all fancy like with a staff.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in as I am.
Okay. You push past the swinging doors and you find an equally odd establishment. It's very clean, but it's almost as though it's attempting to emulate a small town dingy pub, but failing very poorly at it. The tables are rough wood, but you can tell that they're of the finest make. The floors are stained, but it's almost artistic. There are several patrons, ranging from average-looking people to more nobly dressed.
Well, I'm gonna take a seat at the bar and gesture for Torsten to sit next to me.
I'll take a look around as I'm walking towards him. Just go sit down.
What can I do for you? The bartender rounds the corner. He's a rather tall man. He seems kind.
Well, sir, we appear to be champions of these games that are going on about, and just seeing if there was any words of anything that could lead us in a possible direction of, I don't know, let's say an artifact around these parts. If there's any rumors or anything you've heard people talk about or anything like that.
Can I get you to roll a dice, please? that was interesting. See, normally I just respond to that, but with that, I'm going to ask for a dice because this is just too funny.
Is it bad that I wanted to roll poorly just to see a funny reaction?
So whatever this dice roll is, plus your charisma modifier.
Okay, so 6.
The bartender kind of looks at you and skews his eyes for a moment, but he seems to just have a look of, oh, okay. Well, always a pleasure to have champions back in the Gilded. I'm afraid I'm not going to be much help on your quest, though. Most common folk don't know too much about, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm sure you can find a good place to start somewhere.
That's fair. I'm gonna look around the bar. Is there a table of noblemen just hanging out?
Is there a table of what?
Noblemen.
Yeah, there's a group of 3 gentlemen. Just all seem to be sitting and drinking and having some fun. They're fidgeting with something.
It's the artifact. No. I'm gonna ask for a pint of ale, and then I'm gonna make my way and sit with them.
On the house. He slides you a stein. But
Stein.
Again, you can tell that it's very well made. The workmanship on the woodcraft is very good, even though it's this shitty stein.
Thank you, my good man. I appreciate it. And then I make my way while twirling my cane to them. I sit down. Well, nice to meet you, fine men. My name is Grimmery.
You get 3 very confused looks. But they don't say anything. They're just kind of looking at you.
As I was saying, my name is Grimmery. I'm a player in the games of Loria. I was wondering if you could give me and my partner over there any information on how to proceed.
One of the men speaks up. Well, we're all players in the games, of course.
Interesting. So you're...
But I believe I overheard you saying that you're a champion.
Yeah. I guess I got it mistaken. My wording.
Well, now, it's always a pleasure to interact with a champion. My father actually, he begins speaking to his two friends. My father actually housed the champion for a time. Wonderful, noble affair. Before returning to you. If there's anything that I can do to set you on the path, just simply ask.
What's the difference between a player and a champion, if you don't mind my asking?
He laughs a little bit. Oh, no, simply a little local joke of sorts. Everyone in the Kingdom of Loria is aware that we're all involved in the games, even if we're not the main participants.
Ah, I get you. Well, do you know what a popular hotspot for champions is?
Of all the games that I've witnessed, I've never known any champion or group of champions to end up in the same place. They all tend to follow different leads.
Ah.
Hmm.
Well then.
But it's a very large place, Loria, with a lot of people and a lot of knowledge. Undoubtedly, you find your starting point somewhere. And who knows? Maybe one of us just happens to be holding on to the relic which you seek.
I'm sure.
Oh, it has happened before. You scoff, but I recall 3 games ago they were solved in a mere 12 minutes. It turned out that the first nobleman that the champion talked to was able to produce the artifact in question, and he simply took it and returned on his way and won the games like that.
Do you have it?
What are you searching for?
I'm just gonna get like a very dumbfounded expression. I'm gonna turn to Torskin. Did we ever ask? Do we know?
I thought you knew.
Is that normal? Are we supposed to not know?
The 3 noblemen kind of guffaw at you. Oh. The champions never leave the arena without some indication. I'm sure you were given something.
We just fought a big dog that was kind of like playing with fire, and then we left.
Ah.
I'm gonna need a drink.
I'm gonna look at the tattoo. Is the tattoo like? It's a diamond, right?
So now that you're looking at it a little closer, it's a very stylized diamond.
Okay.
And just roll me an investigation.
Both of us?
Oh hell yeah! Investigation's one of my good ones.
I believe Gremory is the only person looking at the tattoo. So.
Sorry, I was doing some math. 22.
After looking at it for a moment, it picks at the back of your brain. This shape. It doesn't invoke any names, but it looks like a crude image of what might be a shield.
Ah. Interesting.
What are you looking at your arm for, dude?
Well...
Dude was out of character, I'm sorry. What are you looking at your arm for?
Well, I have a feeling that the tattoos are part of the clue for what we're looking for.
Oh, I forgot I even had this thing on my arm. Now I'm going to take a look at it, too. You want me to roll?
You see a heavily stylized diamond.
Okay. I would just see the same thing then?
If you'd like to roll to make the same connection...
Oh yeah, I'd like to roll, please.
Sure.
$14.
It's a stylized diamond.
Hell yeah.
It's clearly meant to be something, but you're not sure what. It's definitely not just some shape.
Well, given that it's a shield and a highly stylized shield, in my opinion, perhaps we're in the right area.
Well, yeah, I think we are. I just got a big diamond on my arm.
The three gentlemen kind of cast themselves looks, and the one who was speaking to you before shrugs before continuing to speak. I'm afraid will be of little help. Such relics typically aren't handled by us. But if you know what you're... A good first step is to find out exactly what you're looking for. Though, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to tell you who would be able to tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Well, since that's all you can do to help, I appreciate it nonetheless. And I'm just gonna give him my stein since I never touched it. And then I'm gonna leave 5 gold on the bar.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna...
The noble tips his hat to you and says, "A pleasure to be of service. Good luck."
Thank you.
No, so where should we go now? As I drink, take a drink.
Well, we could, and bear with me on this, it's going to sound a little crazy. What if we just helped around the town and asked questions wherever we could?
I mean, that's as good of a thing to do as what I would add. So, or an idea. So, I think we should do that.
Nice. Well, as soon as you finish the drink, we'll see if anybody in the town needs help and ask if they have any knowledge on, I guess, the shield we're looking for.
Shield, I have a diamond.
I'm going to describe to him what it actually is. It's like a stylized...
You point out to him that the way that the upper tip of the diamond curves is... It's not a natural shape. This is clearly meant to be an object, and you believe that object to be a shield. You explain that in great detail.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh. I guess I can kind of see it now. Weird. I chug back my drink. And, then I say to Grimmery, "Oh, better go on. I'm done my drink."
Well,
I show 3 gold on the bar.
Oh.
Like on the thing.
The barkeep waves you off. "No need, gentlemen. No need."
Our duty.
fine service deserves fine pay. And I'm gonna make a hat appear with minor illusion tippet.
Hey Gage.
Yeah.
Chuck me a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
Nat 20.
The hat appears, and a festive little set of fireworks go off as you tip it.
Damn. I accept that.
Okay, so are you just leaving the bar now?
Yeah, leave the bar. And I guess we'll look around for anybody that needs help or any sort of, I guess, weird situations.
You exit the bar, and it seems to... Not much time has passed since you were summoned. It's about noon. You see people milling about. More people on the streets now that the crowd from the arena has disseminated out into the city. But you don't happen to just see anyone in trouble. You do see Elwood standing out in front of the chariot.
I think we're in a little too high class of society over here to see any trouble. I think we should probably head towards Midtown or the other place that I can't remember.
Lowtown.
Lowtown.
I think we should, yeah, let's just go straight to Lowtown. And, like, just go right into the seedy part of the town.
Right to the slums. Okay, let's go.
Roger.
You head back to the chariot and inform Elwood of your decision.
Hmm.
Without betraying any emotion or what he might be thinking about it, he simply nods his head and leaps up upon the front of the chariot. For the first time, you notice the horses that are pulling the chariot They're almost as dark as the chariot itself, but their hooves radiate some kind of purple energy.
Elwood, what's that? On the feet. What is that?
Begging your pardon, sir?
The glowy stuff at the bottom of their feet. What is that?
Oh, just a bit of charioteer's magic, that's all. Just helps keep their feet from wearing out.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like a...
Electrical horseshoes.
Elwood laughs. Not a bad way to put it. And with that, the chariot begins moving, and you're off to Lowtown. The trip is much longer this time, taking almost 45 minutes. You feel the chariot pitch forward and back on occasion, and you can tell that your elevation is changing. You feel pressure build in your ears, you know you're heading down, and you watch the streets roll by. Eventually, you feel the vibrations in the carriage change from the clicking of cobblestones to the smooth roll of dirt.
Ah, dirt. While we're riding, I'm just going to use healing hands on myself and heal myself for 5 points of damage.
Sure thing. There's a knock on the panel, on the sliding panel, on the front of the chariot.
I'm going to slide it open immediately.
Sirs, is there anywhere particular in Lowtown that you'd like to go?
Please go to the sketchiest area. Like, the worst area you can imagine.
Elwood nods and closes the panel. You ride for about another 5 minutes before the chariot rolls to a stop. It's still early afternoon, but it's dark here, and you can't.
I'm judging hardcore.
Oh,
And
sorry.
from the inside of the chariot, you can't quite figure out why it's so dark.
Oh, I see. I'm going to open the sliding thing. Thank you for being so specific and bringing us to the shadiest part of the area.
I promise, sir, it's not simply a joke. You realize, looking around, the overhang from the buildings is so high that it is actually cutting off the light from the afternoon sun.
Oh, gosh.
It's a
That's
little dark down here.
terrible.
In front of you is a large open stone courtyard, and there's some buildings all around it.
Okay. Huh. Well, I guess let's do some looking around.
Welcome to the Fleet Street of Lowtown. I'll keep the chariot here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, let's go off and see what we can find.
Let's go right to, like, the tavern. We'll do exactly what we did before, except different. I'm gonna use Mask of Many Faces again and change my clothing back to normal, which is just leather armor with, like, a vest over top.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk in as is.
Okay, and you're searching for a tavern?
Yes.
You don't have to look very far. On the same street that you've parked on, that Elwood's parked the chariot on, just a little further ahead, you find a sign for a tavern called The Hog.
Yes. I accept this. The Hog.
And
Hmm.
I assume you're just gonna
Wonder-
go. You're just gonna go inside?
Wonder if they have any bacon at the Hog. Yeah. Walk right in.
Yeah, let's go right on in.
You push past real stall doors, complete with creaking and cracking. The wooden boards underneath your feet feel like they could give away at any time.
I feel safe.
This is the sketchiest place you could possibly think of. Some very gruff-looking gentlemen look at you as you enter before going back to hushed conversations. You don't see a bartender.
Ah, okay. 1 sec, I just gotta sneeze.
I thought we were about to get a really unfiltered sneeze, and that would have been very, very funny.
Nah, man, I don't want to put that in.
I'll walk up to where the bartender's supposed to be and park up a seat. Let's look over the table to see if he's
So
around anywhere.
please make me a Dex saving throw.
Oh. 4.
4. Ah.
The stool that you were about to sit on just collapses, and you fall flat on your ass. Take 2 damage.
Ooh. You okay there, bud? And I'm just gonna lean over and look at him.
Oh. Yeah, I'm more humiliated by the fact that my fat ass just broke through this chair.
Upon you saying that, a couple of the tables, you just hear uproarious laughter.
Shit. Been here all night. I stand back up and I just stand at the bar.
A very gruff-looking woman comes around the corner and looks out at the bar. All right, who's breaking my stuff?
Very gruff.
She looks around, looking at the patrons, and it's almost as though she's like silently grilling them, like burning a hole in their head by staring at them. And eventually her eyes land on the pair of you and the broken stool.
I'm gonna step like 2 steps away from Torsten.
Breaking
Connor.
my things, then?
No, it's him.
It was
Connor.
who?
My friend here. He's a little too heavy for your chairs.
The woman looks back at Gremory. You think you can just walk into my place and break my stools? I deal with drunks all day. But And then as she's about to become furious, she gives you a deeper look.
I'm just gonna look at her and give her like a very slight smile, as if you know the truth.
I recognize the two of you. Champions. And she spits the word.
Ah.
I know your kind.
Oh.
Wander around here, take anything you want. I'll not have you. Get out.
Well.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry, go again.
Basically, the woman said that she knows what champions are like and that she won't have them in her bar. Get out.
Okay. The last part.
Connor, is something going on with your mic?
Yeah, you sound very quiet, my guy.
1 second. How's that?
Much better. Much better.
Immediately better. I was struggling to hear what you were saying almost the entire time at the
Somehow
in the bar.
noise suppression beta turned on.
Gotta love that. Anyhow,
Yeah.
but yeah, the woman said that she knows what champions are like. She's had them here before and doesn't like that you guys came in here and immediately broke shit. And she doesn't want you in her bar. Get out.
I'm gonna.
I'll happily pay for the stool if you let us stay, and I'll buy whatever the most costly drink you have here is.
Please roll me a persuasion.
Logan.
Gage.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna step out. Is anybody around the immediate area?
There's a lot of people in the bar, and there's a couple of people on the street.
Are any of them looking at me directly?
A lot of people are looking at you. Everybody in the bar is looking at you.
Yeah, but like after I exit the building, though.
Few people glance in your direction, but that's about it. Nobody really lingers.
Okay. I'm gonna use Mask of Many Faces to turn into a different person, and then go back in.
Okay.
I rolled a 14.
That was a handcrafted chair. 10 gold. And she just puts her hand out.
Well, I'm very sorry that my friend broke that. I will gladly give you 10 gold for it, since it seemed to have sentimental value too. Here you are.
She accepts the 10 gold and stuffs it in a pocket. She reaches underneath the bar, produces a identical looking stool, and places it right on top of the ruins of the old one.
I'm just gonna stare at it.
Damn. I'm gonna come in.
So, one of a kind, eh?
Part of a set.
I'm gonna come back. Never mind. Let this finish first.
You
Never mind.
drinking? You drinking and not?
Yeah, give me a pint of your finest ale.
She turns around, grabs a rough, shoddy, iron-looking mug, and just opens a tap on a keg, and just this very slow trickle of booze goes into this cup. She shuts it off and hands it to you. It does not look appealing at all. Like, yep, that's booze right there. But it does not look appealing.
I'll pick it up and sit down on the new stool she just placed down.
Does it break again immediately?
No, it holds, actually.
Aw. Is it bad that I was hoping it would break immediately again?
Yeah, perhaps a little bit.
I'm gonna re-enter the bar as a 5-foot old man.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sit down at an empty table.
You're hard-pressed to find one. There are actually no empty tables.
I'll just sit at, like, the one with the least amount of people then.
You find yourself at a table with another cloaked figure. You sit down. The figure does not move or doesn't even seem to realize that you exist.
Where did Grimmery go? I'll look around looking for him.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do that thing, you know, where old people, they get really relaxed in their chair and then they tilt their head back a little bit and just open mouth sleep, like,
Oi!
Do I notice the old man?
The barkeep just starts yelling at you, Gage. You can't just come in here and sleep. I told you that before.
Why not?
She steps over the bar.
Oh.
Buy something or get out.
Fine. Do you still have food?
What'll it be?
I would like clams.
Where do you think you are, Hightown? No.
Fine, I'll take gruel. Anything. My daughter hasn't fed me.
Money first.
I'm just gonna take out and, clumsily put, 12 gold in front of her. And shake my hands furiously.
She grabs a gold piece, shoves it in her pocket, and walks away.
Nate, I'm gonna put everything back. All my money back. And then I'm gonna turn my attention to the cloaked figure and say, "That's a very fine coat you have there, Sonny."
It moves. The figure moves. It reacts as though it heard you, but it doesn't say anything.
Why, in my day, I had the finest of cloaks. I remember exactly that it was a bright red, and it had this amazing sigil of a shield on it, a very stylized one. Ah, I miss that cloak every day. I'm just gonna keep rambling on about the cloak until he does something.
What do you want, geezer?
Well, you remember what I was talking about on that cloak, the shield. Do you know anything of a shield stylized of a diamond?
Now why would I know something like that?
For you're
Who sent you? What do you know?
I know nothing except gruel.
By this point, your food has arrived and you've been eating, I assume.
Yeah, and as soon as I say I know nothing but gruel, I'm gonna gruel slip out of my mouth as I'm saying it.
The cloak comes over the table as the figure under the cloak is moving and sweeps it over the table. As its hand moves over, you hear like a gouging sound. And when the cloak is moved away, you see just scratch marks across this table. 3 of them.
Well then, Sonny. I see you're trying to make a point here, but I'm not very.
Sorry, Gage, we didn't hear that.
Of course you didn't. Well, I see you're trying to make a point here, Sonny, but I'm not very well intimidated.
The figure is just silent. It's made its point.
Well, then. I see it cut out. 1 sec. I'm gonna let the internet catch back up.
Okay.
Okay. Well then, Sonny. Might I ask you to join me and one other friend outside where we can talk a bit more private?
I'm inside.
Are you threatening me, old man?
I'm not threatening you. I just wish to do a business proposal. And this establishment, as fine as it may be, may not be the place.
Magic. You're not who you say you are.
It took you a little while, dear boy.
The figure stops moving again, and you get the sense that it's deep in thought.
I wait patiently. And eat my gruel.
You're bothering me.
Tell me anything about the diamond. Shoot.
I know nothing of the diamond. Now, are you and your friend going to kill me or not?
Why, do you want to die?
2 strange men walk into a bar. One of them
Oh, I heard
concealed
this
by
one.
magic. I assume you're here to kill me.
That's a bad assumption. Why would I'm new here. I'm a champion. I whisper. I know nothing about you or what's going on. I'm just looking for this item.
A champion. Prove it.
I turn back to normal. Is this proof?
Show me the mark.
Oh shit, okay. I'm gonna roll up my sleeve and show him.
A clawed hand reaches out and just grabs your wrist.
Damn. I'm just gonna accept it, but I'm gonna give like a very like, well, this happened look over to the bar where Torsten is.
You're like kind of off in a bit of a dark corner. It's difficult to see what's going on. Torsten, would you like to make a perception check to see if you can make out exactly what's happening here?
I would.
I see what's happening.
Rolling. I don't see anything because I got a 4.
You know that Gremory is off on this table, but that's about it. You don't know.
Ah,
Like,
there you are. I'll walk towards him.
Yeah, you realize it's Gremory at the table. That's about it.
I notice him and I walk over because I've been looking for him this entire time.
The clawed hand just kind of draws your arm closer to the lip of the hood, where the head would be, and just holds it there. You feel cold breath hitting your arm.
I feel very comfortable in this situation.
I walk up and I'm seeing this. I'm like, what are you doing?
Nothing.
The figure lets go of your arm and immediately hides its hand.
I mean, I don't know why you're hiding. I saw that claw. What are you? Not like the rest of the people in this bar.
Silence.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out stuff from him. Just take a seat and don't draw attention to all of us.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all good.
So, who's your new friend here?
The cloaked figure does not answer. You bear the mark. You are who you say you are. Do you know what you seek?
I'm thinking it's the shield.
Are you a fool?
Oh. I don't like that. How am I a fool?
A shield. The shield. Which shield?
Yeah, you got a very good point. I guess like it's a stylized sort of diamond shield, like.
I have seen the mark. It means nothing to me.
Huh.
Do you know who it might mean something to?
In the dark places of the world, there are people who know much. In the bright lights of the world, there are people who know more. I am not one of them.
So that means we gotta go back up to Hightown?
I almost feel like we should have asked the king before he left.
The figure... You hear movement under the... Like, a lot of movement under the robes, but you don't see any movement. You hear a lot of movement, but you don't see it.
What's going on in there, dude?
I feel comfortable in this situation.
The clawed hand comes out very quickly, drops something on the table, and then retreats back under the cloak.
I'm gonna look at what he dropped.
It is a small charm in the shape of a dagger.
That's cool.
What does
I'm
that mean?
I'm gonna reach out and grab it.
It will help you in the dark places, champion.
What?
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
And suddenly, the entire cloaked figure is gone, as though it melted into the shadow.
I don't know how to feel about that.
That was weird.
Well, I got a charm, so I'm gonna tuck it into my pocket.
You can just add dagger charm to your inventory.
Neat. Dagger charm. Let's put it. Okay. Well, what do you think we should do now? Go seek out the king and be like very questioning to him?
I feel like that would probably lead to nowhere because he kind of just last time we asked him something, he shrugged and sat down. But if you want to try it, I'll back you up.
That's fair. Well, at the very least, we need to go to the higher part of town, the lighter side, so to speak. Yeah, let's just head back to Elwood and say we need to go back to the brighter side.
Well, we also could ask him. 1 second. Sorry. We could ask him if he knows what this emblem is about. He is a chauffeur after all. He should know everything about where we are.
That's fair. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's go ask him. We make our way back to Elwood.
You exit the hog and walk down the street. You see that people are giving the chariot a wide berth, and Elwood is standing right next to it, just watching you approach.
So, Elwood. Probably should have asked you this earlier, but and I'm going to show him the mark on the arm. Does this, do you know anything about this? Like, what it could be?
I'm afraid we're kept ignorant of such things, sir.
That's fair.
Show him the thing he gave you.
No, it's my thing.
But if he knows anything about it, he could tell us.
Okay. I'm going to show him the dagger charm.
And I'm going to need you to roll an insight for me.
Roger that. That's that. Plus... Okay, so it's a flat 9.
Recognition And something else flashes across Elwood's face. It's a mark of the Thieves Guild, sir.
Oh. Fancy that.
See, I knew he would know something.
Well.
I won't ask where you got that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna tuck it back into my pocket. Well,
What should we go to the Thieves Guild?
Not a place that one typically wants to go. You can tell that Elwood's very nervous.
I think we should try. I think maybe we should backpedal a bit. Maybe go back to the. Maybe go to the king and just like. Ask him. Wait, did the other guys ask any questions or did they go blindly too?
I'm not sure where they went, sir. They were gone shortly before you spoke to me.
Ah. Well. Yeah, I think maybe we should just ask the king quickly.
You may find some difficulty with that, sir. The rules of the game prevent certain people involved in the administration of the games from interfering with them. The king is one of them.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I think Thieves Guild it is then.
I don't know, because, he didn't know anything about the shield. And it could, my interpretation of it is it's like a sign that he himself supports our situation. Or maybe it's or maybe he's giving us maybe he's giving us the Thieves Guild thing, the dagger charm, to point us in a direction where we can get a lead.
That's why I'm thinking we should go there, because there might be somebody. Because thieves know a lot about stuff, because they're always in the shadows lurking, right?
Uh-huh.
They might know something that we don't.
Elwood, do you know how to get there, or is it somewhere we have to figure out how to get to?
So I need you to decide how you're asking this question.
What do you mean?
You've seen him nervous. Are you attempting to persuade him? Are you ordering him? I need to know the tone. I need to know how you're asking this question of him.
Okay, I guess persuasively.
Please chuck me a dice for persuasion.
17 plus... 20. 20 total.
Elwood lets out a short sigh, and he takes off one of his white gloves, and on his and he shows it to you. On his hand is the same dagger mark.
Ah.
And he puts it back on. Yes, sirs, I'm very confident that I can lead you there.
Okay. So, I'm gonna judge that this is a soft spot for you. So if you want to just point us, bring us close, and then point us the rest of the way so you're not seen, I'm fine with that.
My duty requires that I bring you to any destination that you request, and I will bring you the entire way, as is my duty.
You know what, Elwood? You bring us in within 50 feet of it. I think that you fulfilled your duty to bring us there.
Yeah.
He opens the door for you and drops the stairs.
We enter.
And off you go. And again... Oh, sorry, Gage, go on.
Torsten.
Yes.
Do you have much memory of, before Loria?
I've been trying this entire time to remember where and I came from and whatever's been going on. All I remember is waking up and fighting that dog.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you had a bit more memory than I did. I guess we're just here, and this is it.
This is life now, I guess.
Oh, well. Find the shield, find the answers, find the home? Question mark?
Maybe. I don't even care if I go back wherever I came from, as long as I just get a memory of where I came from. That'd be way better, because I've been every single time we've been traveling or going or sitting places, I've just been thinking about where the hell, who am I, and where do I come from? and
Uh-huh.
it's driving me crazy.
I completely understand.
As you're discussing your current situation, you which I assume you continue to do for quite some time, trying to
Okay.
piece together your memories, but always coming up. It's like you're grabbing at smoke. There's something there, and you know it, but you can't quite get it.
Mhm.
As you're attempting this, the ride of the chariot changes again. You go from the smoothness of dirt back to the clacking of cobblestone, and you feel yourself ascending again.
Uh-huh.
You watch the tall buildings of Lowtown fade away to the residential areas of Midtown, and then back to the pristine buildings of Hightown.
Mhm. Oh, so it's in
I
High Town?
guess thieves live in high class these days.
The chariot stops in front of a large building. It looks similar to the other buildings around it, large, elegant, but it seems sturdier, almost as though it used to be a fortification.
Interesting.
Elwood knocks on the panel.
You gonna open it up?
Just flash the insignia to the doorman. It'll get you inside.
Oh, you brought it straight here? I thought you were just
Walk
gonna
all
go
the
outside.
walk all the way across the floor. Go to the stairs. Show the doorman at the bottom of the stairs, and he'll let you into the upper floors. Nobody on the first floor is involved in anything. They're just there for fun. The real business goes on upstairs.
Thank you.
Okay. Whew. Okay, let's talk game plan first, Torsten. Now, are we both going in?
Should we both go in, or should just
Yeah.
one of us go in?
I'm
Should
gonna.
we ask? Should we
Yeah,
ask Elwood which one would be better if we go together or alone? Or if just
Yeah,
one?
is the slider still open? Can Elwood still hear us?
Yeah, Elwood can still hear you.
Is the dagger just for one, or will it get like a couple in?
It'll get a few plus a guest. It'll get one plus some number of guests.
Okay, so we should be good then.
I think we should both go in, just in case there's any trouble.
I agree. Well, best way to do it is just deal with what comes and handle everything in stride.
And we go then.
Okay.
We walk in.
So you step out of the carriage and you find yourself back on the familiar streets of Hightown. Looking out and across the drop-off, which you're very well near, the top of the mountain, the city mountain hill, you can actually see across the way on the curve you can actually see the Gilded.
Oh,
But
cool.
you head towards the large building, and you see quite a few people going in and out, and they're just having fun, laughing. What's the plan, gentlemen?
I say we follow the instructions given to us.
Yeah, let's go right up to it. Show them the little thingy, and let's get in there.
There's a woman in a doorman's uniform standing out in front, taking questions, guiding people, gesturing to them to go one way or another. You find yourself waiting in a short line before approaching her. What can I do for you today?
Show her the thing.
I'm just gonna pull it out and give her a slight smile.
Business or pleasure?
Business.
I'm sure Mr. Dacker will be happy to speak with you upstairs. If you'd walk across the hall, please. And she gestures you inside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we do so.
She gestures you to the door on her right, which you see fewer people going down And you realize very quickly upon walking in why that is. This door bypasses the teller's cage, where you see gold being exchanged for wooden chips. All across this floor there are tables where you hear rattling of dice and cards being flipped, balls being spun. You've walked into a casino.
Fancy.
Nice.
Anyways, back to business.
All right. So who are we supposed to see again? What was his name?
Dacker.
Dak.
I'm gonna write that down. Dacker.
We should. I think we should go take a look for him.
Yeah. We just gotta. I think it was just go down the hall. Like just continue down the hall.
The entire building, this entire floor, is one solid strip, heading from front to back.
Okay.
Well, I think that's the other end down there. I guess we should get to walking.
Yeah. We walk.
Yep. As you go, you pass a bunch of people gambling. Some people winning, some people pulling on their hair in frustration while they lose. You see mostly very well-dressed clientele here. Not even some of the average-looking folk that you were seeing inside of the guild that are here. This seems to be just a strictly high-class establishment.
Yeah, this kind of almost feels like a little homey to me. I can't quite put my finger on it, though.
You find your way to the back stairs unimpeded. Standing at the bottom of the stairs is another woman, this time dressed in what you would almost describe as a suit with coattails.
Ah. Cool.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi there.
Hello.
Is there anything I can help you find?
Yes, we're looking for a diamond stylized shield. I have a tattoo of it of sorts on my arm here.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be much help of any kind in this. May I help you find a game that you'd be interested in playing?
Oh, wait. Quick out-of-game statement. Did we not even go upstairs yet?
No, you're at the bottom of the stairs.
I've been waiting to
okay.
speak, but he keeps talking about the shield.
Damn, I got distracted. Okay.
We're not.
Hacker.
Yep.
She doesn't even respond, like, at all.
Ah,
Is there a person here that goes by that name?
I think we're supposed to just go upstairs.
I'm afraid there's no person here by the name of Dacker. Can I help you find a game?
Yeah, I think we're supposed to just go upstairs.
I think we're okay. We're just gonna head up these stairs.
I'm afraid the upstairs rooms are reserved for private parties only.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah, show the thing. Show her
Yeah. Fuck. I feel like an amateur right now, and I'm just gonna show her the dagger charm.
I see you've been invited to a private room. If you'd like to follow me.
Okay. Thank you.
She starts up the stairs, and the moment that her foot hits the stairs, another woman dressed very similarly walks from underneath the stairs around and replaces her at her post.
Wow.
Follow me if you would.
Okay.
She leads you up 2 flights of stairs. In the landing for the first flight, you can see that there are indeed, private rooms where you can hear people and there's smoke coming out of them. There's very clearly people about. But on the 3rd floor, it's just rooms. They're with smoked glass. They're partitioned off with wood. It's all very kind of office-y looking.
Oh.
The woman walks to almost the farthest end and stands at the door. She knocks twice, says something, and then invites you forward.
Okay. We go forward.
Mr. Dacker, we'll see you now.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, you hear a voice from inside the room.
we go in? Question mark.
Yes,
Okay.
we go in.
I'm a very busy man. What can I do for you two?
So, we're champions. We're looking for the item, and we're wondering if you had any information on. And I'm gonna hold out my arm and show him the tattoo on this like diamond stylized shield.
The person in front of you is very handsome. He's very well clothed, very well. Everything about him is well, except for the way that he speaks. And he, at the word champion, he kind of eyes you. You know, you're not the first to try this. Wouldn't be the last to succeed either. But, that kind of information doesn't come for free.
How much we talking? We talking money, or are we talking a favor?
Money's no good to me. You saw downstairs, I have all the money I could want. No. You're champions. You can do things that other people can't.
Ah, I figured it would be a favor.
Just one small favor. I'm sure I could come up with something. Now, what exactly am I looking at here? Come here.
Could show him.
He keeps gesturing you to walk closer and closer and closer until you're basically like pressed up against his nose.
Okay. I'm gonna press up against his nose.
Too close. Oh.
Uh.
Yeah. I might know. My people might. If not, I'll find out. Now, what do I want from you? That's something. I have, shall we say, some troublesome friends who I don't wish to be friends with anymore. And I would love if you were to meet them and then I never had to think about them ever again.
I think we could manage that.
Yeah, I think that should be fine. Now,
Did they do anything particularly bad?
Who said they did anything? I'm just asking you to go meet some of my friends.
okay, I'm gonna give him a big, very obvious like wink.
Don't wink at me, boy.
Oh, I'm a man, sir.
Oh, you are but a boy.
Damn.
Now, you'll get the details shortly. Get the hell out.
Okay.
My people will find you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
See you later.
tell Elwood I said hi.
How did you... Oh, that's fair. Okay. I'm just gonna turn to Torsk and be, as we're walking out, I'm just gonna be like, that went swimmingly and semi-terribly.
Yeah, I think we might have just put our transportation in danger.
I'm sure Elwood will know if he's in danger.
Are you having this conversation in the room with him or as you're walking
No,
back?
we are
As we're
walking.
walking
Down
Okay.
we are walking away.
Okay.
Jeez, I would hate... Imagine doing that, like actually talking in the room right in front of him.
Crazy. Shocking. Yep. So you're back down the stairs and you're able to just walk right by the woman who was guarding the stairs.
Ah.
Are you just going to... You're just leaving?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave.
Yeah, we're gonna leave.
Very well. You exit out the same door you came in, and every employee that you pass by gives you a slight nod and says, have a good day. Everybody's very polite.
Ah. Nice. I enjoy that.
You guys are friendly. I might come back here after.
Elwood is standing at the chariot, just watching you approach again.
Hey, Elwood.
Jacker says hi. I don't know if that's
Of course he does.
is that a bad sign? Some history there?
He kind of glances upward with his eyes. He's looking at something.
I'm gonna
look up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up with him.
You follow his gaze, and out of one of the windows, you see Dacker just looking.
I'm gonna wave at him.
I'm gonna wink at him.
I'm gonna wink.
Elwood does nothing, Dacker does nothing, and after a moment, Dacker simply turns and walks away.
So, you gonna tell us what's going on, or do you want to just look lovingly into his eyes again?
Oh.
Out of game, how badly do you want the answer to that question?
Moderately.
Like, enough to attempt to persuade him to tell you?
Sure.
Give her a go.
18.
When I was younger, before I joined the Charioteers Guild, I did some work for him. When I became a charioteer, I had all of my other bonds broken. They don't take too kindly on that here.
Ah, that makes sense.
He can't do anything. I'm too well protected. And it would be very, very faux pas for anybody to kill a champion's charioteer.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're not got nothing to worry about.
That
Well-
doesn't mean that he won't attempt to slow me down, though.
Oh.
I think we'll be okay. As I pat his shoulder.
So what did he tell you?
Basically, we're gonna do him a favor. We're gonna get the details later on, and then he's gonna tell us more later on.
One of Dacker's favors. Wonderful.
We get to take care of some of his friends.
No. He said talk to some of his friends.
Yeah. Talk to him.
Well, I imagine they'll be in touch eventually. In the meantime, would you like to find lodging for the night?
It's already nighttime. I didn't even notice.
It's right around dinner time now.
I am kind of hungry, so I feel like we should find something to rest and fill our bellies a little bit.
Let's sleep in Midtown. We haven't even been there.
Is that the instruction that you're going to give Elwood?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So,
I would have liked the fancy places that I feel a little bit more close to home, if that makes any sense. But sure, let's go to Midtown.
Yeah, let's go to Midtown.
yep, you go to Midtown. And it's fairly residential. And Elwood parks the chariot in front of a slightly larger building. It looks a little out of place, but it's kind of like a country inn.
Oh.
This will do nicely.
Just located in the middle of a city, because, that's not weird.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
And I think this will do for the evening.
Nice.
nice.
I'm gonna turn into an old man again. Time to get the seniors discount.
Well, Grandpa, if you can get us a room.
So
I'm
I take it you're headed inside?
Yep.
You enter, and there's a very...
I'm gonna hold on to Torsten as I walk, and be very shaky as I do so. I'm gonna vibrate my entire being.
There's a very happy-looking young woman behind the counter. Immediately upon seeing Torsten, she says, "Oh, my goodness, a champion. Are you needing lodging for the night? Can I get you a room?"
Yes, me and my elderly companion here would like to have a room, please.
Absolutely. Allow me just a moment. She fiddles with something underneath the countertop, and she hands you a key. Second floor, first room.
All right, how much is it?
Oh, nothing at all. An honor to host a champion.
I take my arm off around from Grimmery. I'm like, oh, so much for a senior discount. Get back to normal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn back to normal and say, thank you.
She's
I
kind of
say-
she's kind of shocked
Thank
that
you.
the old man that walked in is no longer an old man, but she brushes it off when she realizes who you are.
Fair.
Thank you, madam. And we head upstairs to her room.
Yep.
Oh wait, before we do that, I'll take a quick steps and I'll look back and like, oh, is there room service?
Yes. Is there anything you'd like?
Do you have a menu?
There'll be one in the room for you.
Okay, I will call down once I look at it.
And then we head right to the room.
Yep. It's fairly easy to find. You go up 2 flights of stairs, and you open the first door you see.
Nice.
It's a rather spacious room. There's 2 bedrooms, a small table, a couple of chairs.
Wait, two bedrooms or 2 beds?
2 beds, pardon me.
Ah.
And standing in the middle of it all is a cloaked figure.
Is it the same one from before?
No, this cloak is much nicer.
Oh, are you Dacker's guy?
The hooded figure nods.
Sick. Okay. Do you want anything to eat while you're here? And you give us the information.
Because we're going to be ordering some food, and I think I'm going to order a lot of it.
They reach their hand into their cloak, produce a letter, and flick it at you with almost like with trained proficiency.
Can
I'm
I
going to catch it
Did you say you want to catch it?
in the air, yes.
Please make me a dex check.
Damn, I wanted to do that. Go for it, dude. Do it. Make us look cool.
A nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Plus 1, so 21.
so you not only do you catch it, you flip your wrist over, pick 2 fingers up like you're giving a peace sign, and just pinch it in midair. As you whip it down, you break the seal and you open it, and you're already reading it by the time anybody realizes what's happening.
So cool.
You hear a from the figure. They sound rather impressed.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
I'll read the letter.
I'm just gonna watch the figure while he does that. I want to see if he just poofs into nothing.
You read the letter, and there's simply an address, which means nothing to you. A name.
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Puppy.
Keep going, I'll be muted.
Yep. A name, a meal,
Emil is the name?
Emile. Emilee. And just a signature that you can't at all make out.
Ah,
Looks like a
Dacker's
doctor wrote this.
Dacker's not good at handwriting. That's fine.
Alright, well, looks like this is just an address, so we'll head there first thing in the morning.
Do you wanna-
The cloaked figure pulls their hand out of their cloak, and dangling from their finger on a chain is a dagger charm.
Oh, another
Well-
one.
You have the other one. I'm going to take this one.
Sure.
They're not offering it to you. They're just dangling
Oh, they're
it.
showing it off. Oh.
And then they close their hand around it and slide it into their pocket.
Do you
we
still
have
want us
to-
to pay for dinner?
Do we have to show him ours?
I don't know. I think this is an insinuating thing.
Yeah. Do you want dinner?
The cloaked figure turns around, goes to a window, and just jumps.
I'm gonna
We're on
follow him to the. I'm gonna
We're
follow
on the
him to
second
window.
story.
I'm gonna follow him to the window and say, "Have a good night."
By the time you get to the window, they're like you've no idea where the fuck they went.
I'm still yelling it.
I enjoyed that answer.
Well, okay. So since it's just you and I here, we're both pretty sure this is gonna be killing him, right?
Oh, I 100% think that. Now, do I want to kill somebody? Not really. Like, unless we have to, but
I mean,
like
I
if they're
don't know.
doing bad things, I guess. But like, I'm a little conflicted.
yeah, that's fair. I mean, he said take care of him and make sure he never has to think of them again. We could like break his arms and like send him off on a boat, or even go on a boat trip ourselves. This sounds terrible, but like go on a boat trip ourselves, leave him in a far off land, and then just come back.
We can just get Elwood to drive him across the country.
But that's still the same country. He doesn't want to think of him. Remember.
Hmm. Well, let's see what they're like, and we'll decide when we're there.
I'm gonna be honest. I hope he's a prick.
I mean, the name kind of looks like it'd be a chick.
Are you assuming their gender by name?
Oh, yeah. What was the name again? Elise?
Emil.
Emil.
Yo, Logan. I know we weren't gonna talk about Twitch too much.
Yeah, I know the bot.
we have-
The bots?
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
I
Well-
saw that, and that was interesting. Carrying on.
Yeah. I'm gonna get completely naked and then get into bed.
I'm going to order as much food as possible.
Okay. You find the menu, and it's located next to a little silver bell.
Ooh, what's the bell do? I hit it.
And it produces a very pure tone. About 30 seconds later, you hear a knock on your front door.
I opened the door while reading the menu.
And the woman from the front counter is there. You rang?
Oh. Yeah, I did. I'd like one of everything, please.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And you do have alcohol here, I'm assuming?
I do, yep.
Bring a barrel up.
Barrel. Jesus, dude. What are you? Whoa.
I'm thirsty.
She kind of looks at you and then nods and walks away.
Yo, I'm gonna be real with you here, Torsten. If like, I hope you pay for that because that's a lot to just take.
Oh, she comes back with everything. I'll tip her 50 coin.
About 20 minutes later, she arrives with a very large platter and a small cask of beer in tow.
Okay. Is there's any cost for any of this?
No, sir. None at all.
Okay, well here, you take 35 coin for yourself.
She perks up. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. I'll take the food and the thing.
Yep. You now have enough food to feed like 10 people in your room.
How are you
I-
gonna eat all that?
I begin to try and eat everything.
Okay, so please make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, so disadvantage, you roll 2, take the lowest, right?
Yes.
I'm just watching this fully naked from my bed.
8.
That's okay. Yeah, you're able to get through a fair amount of it, but you find yourself entirely incapacitated by the time you get about halfway.
Oh, this is gonna be a good sleep. I'll save the rest for later.
Okay, you're just gonna leave it out?
Is there anywhere to like have a preserving bin or something like that, like a fridge per se?
No.
I'll see
Yeah,
if I have a spell. A spell of cold. No, I don't have any sort of spell of cold.
I'll just leave it out. Just go to bed. It'll be fine.
Okay. So you're both going to bed?
Yep.
I need.
I have no clothes on.
Well, I'm incapacitated. No, you have no clothes on the
Yep.
entire time.
I need both
I'm
of you to roll me a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
That's 15 total for me.
It would be 12 for me.
Okay. So Torsten, you sleep through the night, totally fine. You are a little, restless and fitful because holy shit, you ate a lot of food. But other than that, you're fine. Gremory, however, you have a dream.
Oh.
And everything is covered in this thick, thick fog. But you can see a figure in front of you, as though they're trying to talk to you, but you can't make out anything that they're saying. You can't tell who the figure is, and it's just a really weird dream. You wake up in the morning very confused.
Dang. Huh. Oh well. I'm gonna put my clothes back on.
I'm going to be snoring still.
It is a new day.
Nice.
So
I'm gonna-
take a long, so heal up for a long rest, restore spell slots, etc., etc., etc.
Yay. I have my life back.
Local man equates life to spell slots.
Yes. I only used one, but I only have 2.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so what do you want to do today?
I'm gonna have a bath.
I'm going to use the toilet
Okay.
Oh
because
wow.
I need to use it.
We're doing all the things.
I
Are
really
there-
hope. It's like, I really hope it doesn't stink for your bath, but I really also don't care.
Yeah, is there a bathroom in there?
Yes,
in a room?
there is actually. This is a rather upscale, for what it is and where you are. It's a pretty nice place. There is a bathroom that does have running water.
I am taking a bath in a fucking lake, as opposed to the same room as somebody going at it in there.
There are no lakes nearby.
How about fountain?
You passed a public fountain on your way here. You remember that?
I'm gonna go hang out with Elwood for a while. Did he just sleep in the chariot, by the way?
You aren't sure. You just didn't see him last night.
I'm just gonna assume he slept in the chariot.
I'm going to be in the bathroom for half an hour.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. Dremery.
Well, considering what I ate.
Yeah, Dremery, you find Elwood outside, standing in front of the chariot at the ready.
So did you sleep in there?
Oh no, not at all.
Where did you sleep?
The space inside the chariot is reserved for the champions. I slept in the chauffeur's chair.
You slept in the chair.
Yes, sir.
Is that part of it, or are you really dedicated to the job?
That's a part of the job.
Oh, that's pleasant. Do you eat?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Are you allowed to leave the chariot?
I can if ordered to.
Well, come on in. We'll eat dinner, not in the room.
I've already eaten, sir.
Well, do you want to sit with me as I eat?
If you'd like me to.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm eating alone. Nah. You can stay out. You can stay out here. I'm not gonna force you, especially since you already ate.
Alrighty, sir. I'll be here.
I go in and have an awkward alone meal.
As he's finishing up, I'll come walking down the stairs. Rustling with my equipment, putting it back on.
Hey,
You don't want to go up there for a little bit.
So Elwood just sleeps on the chariot.
He doesn't sleep inside of it?
Nah, he just sleeps on the fucking chair.
That's not comfortable.
Yeah, this place is weird, and I'm actually kind of hoping that like I'm not from here, because that's weird.
Yeah. Oh, what do you got there? Some food?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you got there? More food? He said,
More
having left a
food?
fucking apartment full of food. Sorry.
Got your own.
Yeah, I'm a little hungry. I'll go grab some. Where'd you find that?
I got it from the innkeeper. Don't you have like a room full of food still?
Yeah, that was from last night. I want some fresh stuff.
Okay.
Hotel woman,
Hotel woman.
I'd like some breakfast, please.
She acknowledges you and disappears into a back room. A few moments later, she appears with a plate full of eggs.
Neat.
I'll eat it all in about 30 seconds and ask for seconds.
Wow.
Just gonna kind of look at you, and nod, and head back to the back room. A few moments later, she appears with yet another plate of eggs. This one is noticeably larger.
Perfect. This will do for right now. I'll eat it. I'll eat it in about a minute. It's a little bigger than last time.
Oh.
And I'll ask for something to wash it down with.
More eggs.
She brings you a chalice of water.
She brings you a chalice of eggs.
I'll drink it.
A
and
chalice
ask.
of raw egg yolk. No. Surprise! It was actually not water. It was egg yolk. No, it's water. Okay.
I'll drink it and then thank her for her hospitality.
She nods and returns to her place behind the counter.
I pull out the note, look at the address. Well, I guess we should be getting going.
Yeah. Should we do it in broad daylight? Oh, wait. Maybe let's stalk them, and then at night make our move.
Yeah, we should at least check it out first. You're right.
Yeah. And we'll go. I'm gonna let him lead the way to the chariot, and I'm just gonna leave like. Let's see. How much gold do I have? I'm gonna leave like. Let's say 20 gold on the counter.
I'll just walk away forgetting about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Champions, am I right?
I gave her 35 gold last night. That's all right.
35 gold for 1,000,000 gold worth of food.
Hey guys.
seem pretty happy.
You remember how the bartender, the hog, hated champions? You ever wonder why? Anyhow.
Yeah.
So Torsten's leading the way back to the chariot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elwood Elwood is there, as vigilant as ever.
Also, just a little side note. Did you say we were going to stop a little bit ago?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you said it was it for today's session for some reason.
No,
Right.
I've got
that.
content. If you like, I've got easily more content for tonight. We can certainly stop after this next thing if you would like.
No, I thought you said it, so I was just seeing if you did.
Fair.
For some reason, I remembered.
No, I think we have a reasonable amount of time to do this next thing, and then I'll probably call it for tonight. But
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got it. We
Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
So,
I'm okay for like a couple more hours. So, anyways,
well,
back. Elwood, I hear you. You slept in that chauffeur lounge thing.
the chair, sir,
Yeah, the chair.
that I did.
Next time we stay at a hotel, we'll get you a room.
There's no need for that, sir. I can sleep perfectly well anywhere.
Yeah, but everyone likes comfort. Maybe you can party with us overnight.
Don't watch me.
The chariot's enchanted in such a way, sir, that it's perfectly comfortable. Also, Jesus Christ, how many keys was that?
That was...
Or is that someone rolling dice?
Yeah, that was my D20.
Okay.
I don't know why it was suddenly so audible.
Yeah, anyhow. Yeah, no, Elwood insists that he's perfectly fine roughing it.
I mean, I guess if you're okay with it, but just letting you know, we'll accommodate you.
Anyways, let's go find out where Emil
So
is.
I'll pull out this address. Be like, do you know where this address is? I'll show it to him.
He studies it for a moment. Absolutely, sir.
Let's go there, please.
Oh,
but
no, not right
keep-
there.
keep a little low profile. We don't really want them to know that we're pulling up there. You know?
I'll keep us a few blocks away, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So this is a very long ride. It is on the other end of the city, and on the outskirts near the wall in Lowtown. But this is a very flat and open part of Lowtown. If there's anything you want to do on the ride there, do it now, because you've got an hour easy.
Oh, wow.
It's a very large town. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I don't know. Is there anything you want to do, Connor?
Elwood, what's sort of the high points on like the places you want to visit while you're here?
Oh, well, I imagine you're speaking through the open sliding door.
Yeah.
Well, there's always the classics, the arena, which you've already seen, the opera house, the casino. There's many a historic hotel and building. There's quite a few sites to see, a few of the grand spires, the great library. Many of the guild buildings are open to the public to a certain extent. There's always something to do in Loria.
I kind of want to check out the library.
You want to go to the library?
Yeah, learn a little bit about what's this place because you always find history in the library. Who knows?
I
Maybe we'll figure something out that about our past selves.
Fair. Okay, yeah, let's stop in the library.
Not this address, sir?
We'll go there in a little bit.
Okay. So he detours a little bit. So instead of the hour trip to the edge of town, it's a 25-minute trip to the library. Outside of the window, even as you approach, you can just see the majesty of this place. It's fucking huge.
Oh, I think we'll get some information here.
You
we can
see
even-
all kinds of people coming and going from this place.
Neat.
Well, I guess we'll be doing some reading.
Lead the way. This is your library trip.
Oh, we're here. Okay, I thought we were still pulling up. Okay. Get out of the chariot and head towards the library.
Okay. There's a very large staircase leading up to it, and you see, even at this, it's only about 10 in the morning, but there's already quite a few people here. You see that there's small groups. Some appear to be discussing certain books. Others, there appears to be an entire political debate going on in one case, and in others it just seems to be people hanging out.
Neat.
I presume you're heading straight up the stairs into the front door?
Correct.
I'm gonna go check out the political debate.
I'm not one for politics. I'll just head to do my research.
That's fair.
Okay. You find yourself in a Gremory, you find yourself in a mixture of people of all ages, genders, and types. It's not even all humans, actually. After you listen to a few minutes and you're not quite sure what the topic is, but chuck me a d20 for
Roger.
just give me a knowledge.
Oh, not 20.
Oh, okay. So, you're able to pick up, after a few minutes of listening, of course, that this is actually a discussion on the merit of the kingdom. They're discussing whether or not the holdings of the nobles should be increased or decreased or abolished altogether. A few of those people in the group seem to feel very strongly that the nobles should have less power. Some seem to think it's all right, and one gentleman seems to be appealing for a system where everybody fights to the death, and whoever is alive gets to make the decisions.
Wow. It's pretty interesting.
Just general observation in the middle of this. Gregory says, "Yeah, that's pretty interesting." You get like some nods. People are just kind of like looking at you. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm gonna use Mask of Many Faces to hide my mark of the champion, so it's not super obvious.
It's already under your clothing, so it.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Okay, never mind then. Has anyone here ever considered the idea that, like, maybe nobles and commoners are exactly the same, and maybe the power they have is completely an illusion?
Every head kind of turns and looks at you. Enlighten us, one of the older gentlemen says.
Well, if you think about it, in a purely, like, me to you standpoint, like, if you think about it, we both have the power to pick up this pencil. We both have the power to pick up this book. Everything that, like say the king were to order somebody to die, like, to be executed, that would have, like, anybody could argue that. Anybody could overthrow him and stop that. And it's the same thing if you think about it with the nobles. Because, like, sure, they have pull, but as long as, like, they only have the pull once the numbers are there.
Are you suggesting that any man can go against the king?
No, I'm not suggesting any one man could. I'm suggesting if every single man, besides the king, were to go against him, then yes.
Are you advocating for a revolt?
I was gonna say Gage is starting a revolution.
I'm not saying outright, but I'm saying if the need should ever arise, one versus many.
You notice a couple of the younger people are like nodding and like having hushed conversations to themselves. An interesting viewpoint. Might I ask your name?
Oh. Why, I'm Gremory.
I am Titus, a scholar. Very nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, and I'm gonna offer my hand to shake.
And he reaches out and takes it.
Nice. Nice.
Now,
So while
Yep,
Oh, sorry.
carry on.
while all this is going on, I'll be up looking for like a history section or something that would have to do with like anything with, and I can find out maybe as to why things are the way they are here.
Stepping into the library, you're overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the thing. The wings carry on forever. There are just rows and rows and rows of bookshelves, and they extend up the walls. There are ladders that run on rails going all the way around the entire building. You have no idea where you're even starting to look.
Is there a librarian around here? I say out loud.
A few heads turn, and one young man walks forward. Yes, I am. What can I help you find?
I'm looking for some general knowledge about where I am and where it came from. So anything with history, stuff like that. Just to find out about this place.
You're not the brightest fellow, are you? You're in
Well-
Loria. Where else would you be?
Well, I know where I am, but I'm trying to find some the history of this place.
Oh, I see. You're from out of town. Of course. I'm so sorry. Yes, of course. We have a wonderful local history section just this way. And he leads you. He just starts off at like a very brisk walk down one of the wings. Like this guy's fucking hauling ass.
Dude, just
I'll be like,
fucking
okay,
sprint.
and I'll just sprint after him.
Sprint. You're both sprinting, and he's like, he's not even out of breath. He's just describing everything, and you're like,
Dude's just moving. All the while, he's telling you about like, oh yes, the Great Library was commissioned by King Loria almost 300 years ago. Of course, not the current King Loria. This was his great grandfather. But it's still a wonderful building, and he filled it with all the knowledge that he could find in the world. He invites scholars. The king invites scholars from all over the world to come here and add to its collection every year. It's a perfectly wonderful civil building. Where are you from?
I can't remember. I just woke up one day.
He just kind of gives you this look. Like, this absolutely dumbfounded look. And you can tell that he's thinking, oh my god, he is an idiot.
I just woke up one day and I was here.
I see. Strange.
Oh, you're telling me?
Yeah. So here we are. Yep, and he just gestures to a room. It's its own room. It's just full of books. And he picks one off. He just rifles through and picks one off the shelf. And he hands it to you. And in common on the title, it just says "The Modern History of Loria." There's also some books on the history of the Greater Kingdom of Lear as well.
What is that?
The country as a whole. You're in. I can't believe I need to explain this. You're in the city of Loria in the Kingdom of Lear.
Okay.
How did you get here again?
If I knew, I would tell you.
The librarian just kind of looks down, looks like he's about to say something, and then bites his tongue, and he just leaves.
I'll be like, oh wait, you forgot this, and I'll just flick him a coin.
It smacks him right in the face, and he falls down.
you forgot this.
Thank you very much, sir. He scrambles to his feet. He scrambles to his feet, grabs the coin, and then runs. Like, not even the brisk pace that he was at before. He straight runs.
Oh man,
what an odd fellow.
I love that you're saying that.
All right, so you're just going to be reading a book?
Yeah, I'll be reading about it.
Okay. Gremory, are you just going to continue your wonderful conversation, or are you heading inside?
I'll keep talking with them a bit. I'm not going to keep going about what I was talking about. I want to hear what other people are saying.
You find that, the conversation tapers off for a while. And the gentleman who spoke with you before, at one point, while the conversation at hand is still going, he gives you a gesture of "have a good day," and he turns and leaves.
Ah, okay.
Slowly after that, the entire group falls apart.
So I guess Titus was the spearhead here. Interesting.
I
found out a bit.
Some of the people go into the library. Some of the people just go back onto the streets.
Well, I'm gonna go see if Torsten found anything.
Okay. So you're gonna enter the library and not be able to see him at all. However, you do see a rather small man running with a very large red welt on his forehead.
Oh, shoot. Hey, excuse me, are you okay there?
Oh, goodness, another one. What can I do for you?
What do you mean another one?
I'm just not used to helping adventurers. They seem to be a rather gruff sort. What can I do for you?
One second. I'm just gonna like touch his forehead and heal him for 5 points.
Okay, the mark goes away completely. Oh, thank you very much, sir. But typically one asks for permission before using magic on someone else. I feel very violated.
It's not magic.
That's more concerning, sir.
That's fine to you. Have you seen somebody else come through here? Big armor, very beefy.
Down the hall, 300 feet, take a right.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, and for your troubles, and I'm gonna flick a coin for him.
How did he fail this check twice? It's DC 10. This time though, it just kind of hits his chest and he fumbles with it, and he fumbles with it before sliding it into his pocket. Thank you very much.
Nice. Then I go into the room.
Can I just have like a mountain of books at this point?
Yeah, you just look. It hasn't been that long. You've been like reading for a couple of minutes though. You tore into what book would you have started in? The one.
It was the one he gave me. I kind of want to get into a little bit more like different histories as well that they have there.
Okay, well, you've got time to read part of one book. So, what do you want here, Chief?
Anything that isn't written in common that I can read.
Anything that isn't written in common, and what languages can you speak?
Celestial and Dwarvish.
You don't find anything in either of those languages in this room.
Okay,
just
that's fine.
everything in here is in common, except there are a few things in here that are written in languages that you don't recognize.
Okay.
And a few that are written in common that is so outdated that it's basically illegible.
It doesn't count as common anymore.
Yeah,
It's
like
uncommon.
it's old common.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I read? Is there any history on the champions and all that have been here before, or like of the games or something like that?
So roll me a d20.
Okay.
For investigate.
Investigation.
Yep.
Oh, I have a -1 there, but okay. 16.
Yeah. So you find a book that says entitled, and it's right near the Modern History of Loria book where the librarian had pulled, and it says The Complete History of the Grand Games.
I will be reading that.
You pull it off the shelf, and are unable to open it.
That's disconcerting.
Some force prevents you from opening the book.
I'm going to try as hard as I can to open this book.
Don't break it though.
That'd be it.
How? So you're just gonna force it?
I'm going to try and force it open, yeah.
Okay, please roll me a strength. Please roll me a strength check. Just a d20. Add your strength mod.
So that would be 19.
The book remains firmly shut. The weirdest thing is that between attempts, like you're really trying to get this book open, and between attempts, when you set the book down, you can see the pages like ruffle. Like the force that is holding the book together seems to only prevent you from opening the book.
I take the book and I face it up so the lining's facing the bottom.
Sure.
And put it about an inch above the table.
Yep.
And I just drop it to see if it'll open.
Sure, the book falls open. The book is now spine up, and the pages are kind of leafed out.
Nice.
Am I able to turn the pages?
The book is on the ground. You're gonna have to pick it up.
Okay, well, I'll pick it up and put it on the
The
desk.
at the moment your hand touches the book, it snaps shut again.
All right, I'll pick it up, go over the desk,
Okay.
and I'll drop it the same way I dropped it before.
Sure. But this time face up, I assume?
Yeah, so it faces up towards.
Yep. Sure. The book opens, and something's not quite right. There's something written in there, but you can't read it. It doesn't even look like a language.
Well, didn't want to open it. Now I can't read it. Like, what's the point of this book if it won't open and no one can read it?
No one can read it. Oh man, I bet the people can.
I'll scream for the librarian.
Scream for him.
Please roll me a d20. And add your strength adding for intimidate.
No intimidation?
Strength.
Okay.
I would love if he beat me there. You just sprints full force.
Alright, I rolled a 16.
Gage, as you enter the room, you hear... Librarian! And you just hear like a soft whimper from a couple 100 feet away. But you don't hear anybody coming. You enter the room.
Hey. How's it going? How's your search for history?
Go outside, but
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, that's funny. Oh well.
I like to think that was his actual response.
I don't like that there's something up with that book. It concerns me as a person.
Okay, I apologize for background noise at the moment.
It's okay.
So I'm trying to read this book, but I can't read it. And whenever I try and touch it, it closes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of these.
I opened the
Fancy.
door and she's like,
Come over here. Don't touch it. But can you read it?
Okay, I'm gonna look at the book. Am I able to read it?
No. The letters, you're not quite sure what they are. They kind of like float around the page and like rearrange themselves. It's unreadable.
So wait, so they're actually like floating?
No, it just kind of looks like they are.
Oh. I'm gonna I want to investigate it.
Till
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you are fairly familiar enough with the arcane to realize that this book has been enchanted in such a way that prevents certain people from ever accessing it or the information that it has.
Oh. I don't like that. I'm gonna relay that information to Torsten that it's been enchanted to never let anybody of a certain kind read it or open it or know its information.
You know who I bet can read it, though? I scream for the librarian again.
Give me another check.
What's your intimidate?
It's +4. 16 I go again.
Library! You scream again.
Let's tell him I'm gonna scream out. I have 10 gold if you hurry this way real fast.
Nothing comes. Nobody comes.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna go find him.
I'll stare at this book until you come back.
Gremory, you exit the door, and standing directly outside the door is this young librarian, and he's like, oh god, what?
Oh, hey, we just need some help with a book.
No, I'm not going in there with him.
Okay. Don't
I'll
worry.
come to the door and be like, oh, you're here.
He screams at the top of his lungs and runs away.
No, please, I need help.
Like, the man's kicking up dust as he runs.
Okay, I have an idea.
What's that?
Give me 1 second, I'm just reading a spell.
Oh, can I use a persuasion for him to come back?
I'm not going to allow you to attempt to persuade somebody to come back after you attempted to intimidate them to come in. I very rarely say no to, can I try this? In this case, I will.
Okay. I realize that my persuasion is also a +4, and I should have asked him that way
Fair.
instead of intimidating him.
Okay, what I'm gonna say is, leave the room, hide somewhere, and I'll get him to read the book to me, and then I'll just relay it to you.
The dude has run off. You can't even see him anymore.
Well, Mm. Oh no, there's a fire on the books.
I'll hide.
Okay, you hide. And then I'll Hey, he left. Can you come help me now?
An older woman is walking down the hall and says, "Yes, do you need help?"
Ah, yes. See, I found this book, and for some reason I'm just not able to get at it, to read it, per se. And I was wondering if you could help me and translate and compose the words to me.
Yes, I could do that.
Thank you.
She
I'd
enters
really
she
appreciate
enters the room and sees the book up on the lectern, and she assumes that that's it and walks over to it. Is this the book?
it. Yep.
Okay. She starts reading. You see her mouth moving, and you know that some sound is being made, but you get nothing. Like you know that she should be saying something right now, but nothing.
I figured that would happen. I'm just gonna smile and nod, and I'm gonna let her go on for like 2 minutes,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna be like, "Thank you. That should be all I need for now.
No problem, my dear. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too." And I'm gonna take out 5 gold, and I'm gonna hand it to her.
Pish posh, it's my job. And she just
but
she just walks away.
Oh damn. Okay. Save myself 5 gold.
I'll come out of hiding. I'll be like, so how'd it go?
Yeah, we can't even hear it. We can't even hear the information.
This is dumb.
Wait. What's the policy on renting books here?
The lady says, "Yes, you can just bring them to the certain books can't leave the library, but every book in this room is available."
Okay.
What about the books that aren't allowed to? Where are they?
Private collections, things of the like, they're typically tucked a little further out of the way. You can access them while you're in the library, but they can't leave the grounds.
I'd like to go take a look at them.
Yes, follow me.
I follow.
I'm gonna stay with the book.
Okay. Gremory, what are you attempting to do with the book?
Okay. I'm gonna look the book square in its pages, and I'm gonna use the cantrip friends to see if I can convince the book to let me know.
So as you cast the cantrip, you realize, damn, this is a book.
I figured.
Like, there is no consciousness here. It's entirely inanimate, except for whatever magic has been cast upon it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a mental note that if we ever find something I can't sub magic, we're gonna come back. And then I'm gonna go wait outside for Torsten.
Okay. Torsten, you are led up a flight of stairs and into a room, which contains another room, which the librarian unlocks. This is the rare book room. You're free to touch, just know that everything in here must remain here when you're done.
Alright. Okay, sounds good.
There's a
I'll
couple
go in and...
There's a couple of other people in the room. Both of whom appear to be wizards.
Hello, good sirs. Enjoying some books, I see.
They both look up at you, nod, and go back to reading.
Do I know they're wizards?
Yeah, you can assume that based on their garb.
Okay.
Garb.
I'll take a peek at the sections and be like, any books you guys are interested in that maybe I should give a go?
Well, that would depend what you're interested in.
I'm interested in maybe spells that remove other spells, Maybe I'm interested in history, or maybe unlocking stuff that's hidden from me in my own brain, maybe.
And you're a spellcaster. He
Yes.
says, giving you a very skeptical look.
Yes.
Please
I
roll
will
me.
persuade.
Please roll me a persuasion.
I got what? 22.
The wizard kind of blinks at you, and then shrugs. There's a book of forgotten. There's a tome of forgotten spells up there. You might find something penciled in the margins.
Thank you. I will take it over.
I wonder if the spellcaster should have gone there.
You open the book, and I need you to roll me a intelligence check.
Okay. $13.
You can read it. You understand none of it. Like it's going on about like advanced principles and fundamental magic, things that go so far over your head that you literally don't understand what they're talking about.
Is the librarian still there?
No, she's left the room.
Oh, okay. Can I call out to Grimmery?
Would I be able to hear it from another fucking area?
You are. He's 2 floors away and
All right.
outside.
Oh, okay. Can I call the librarian to go get him?
She
Or can I
she
take
has
the
she
book
has
to
left she has left the room.
Oh,
Call
can
the
I?
other one to get me.
I will persuade a librarian to come to the room.
There are currently no librarians in the room.
Oh, I will call to one outside of the room.
Sure.
Okay.
You call out for a librarian, drawing looks of ire from the 2 wizards sitting in the room with you. And the elderly female librarian comes back, and she hushes you.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to know if you can go get my friend for me. I don't know if I can take this book out of the room.
No,
that was
you
a plus-
cannot, and I am a librarian, not a maid.
I will pay you in gold.
I am paid to be a librarian.
Okay. Thank you. I'll go back to one of the wizards and be like, hey, can you...
He sets his tome down with a sigh. Yes?
I'm sorry to bother you again. Could you do me a
And
tiny
yet you
little
continue
favor?
to do so.
Sorry. Can you do a tiny little favor, which I will pay for you handsomely?
What could you possibly want from me?
Can you read this book to me in ways I can understand?
I cannot even begin to explain to you how big of a waste of my time that would be.
I will pay you, sir.
I do not care. I am not here for money, I am here for knowledge.
Oh, have you read this book?
No.
Oh, then there you go. You will gain the knowledge from this book if you
It
read it
takes
to me.
years to make it through these tomes, and there's no point in reading them unless one finishes them. I'm barely halfway through this one.
Well, you'll be multitasking, learning 2 different things at the same time, i.e., making more, taking more time.
Chuck a persuasion with disadvantage.
with
Logan,
this.
how long is he taking in game for this?
Like this is a good solid 5 minutes.
Okay, once we hit the 10-minute mark, I'm gonna go in and look for him.
Yeah. So yeah, persuasion with disadvantage, please.
Okay. Oh, that was not with disadvantage. There we go. And 11.
No.
Oh. Pretty please.
Pretty please. Pretty please with a
Like,
cherry
he's
on
visibly getting angry now.
Okay. I'm sorry. I go to the other wizard. No, I'm just kidding. Is there anything in there? Like, are there names of the spell there?
What do you, like, no spell, like, you don't even know if a spell is what's being discussed.
Oh, do I see anything, like names that jump out at me?
Chuck me a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
True. As long as I get the concept out of
9.
You see the word conflux a whole bunch of times, but you have no idea what that means. Also the word arcane and that's about it though.
Can I rip a couple pages out without being noticed?
You can try.
Oh no, Connor, no! How long has it been?
We're still closer to 5 minutes than we are to 10.
Oh god!
You
Alright,
could
what do I roll?
certainly try. I need a dex. I need a flat dex, and then you're going to be rolling against the perception of these wizards. So,
Connor, no!
no, it's too late. He's doing it now.
Oh no!
Chuck it. Do it.
Okay, 20 total. It was a 19 plus a 1.
Yeah. So you got noticed.
Oh.
What on earth are you doing? You're like halfway through ripping a page out of this book, and the wizard who was mad at you early just stares daggers at you.
tax that.
And as I'm doing that, I rip the rest of the page out.
Oh my god! Okay.
Nothing. I'll close the book and put it back and stuff the pages into my whatever, in my knapsack or backpack, whatever.
So he's seen you do all of this.
Oh god!
He draws a wand from his from within his robes, and he just points it at you. Thief, criminal, sneak thief.
Sneak thief?
No. I am not
Oh.
a criminal or a thief. You didn't see anything.
Out of game, are you attempting to Jedi mind trick this fucking wizard?
With my persuasion, yes.
Go for roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh my god, I really... Oh man. Connor, you got this, man. I believe in
Alright,
you.
I rolled an 18 and a 17 plus 4, so that's
No,
23.
no. The wizard remains unconvinced.
Gaslight him more.
Help, librarian! Help, someone! You hear a clatter of feet out in the hall.
I'm jumping out the window.
Okay, so I need an athletics
Alright.
for you to jump out this fucking window.
18.
I now need a acrobatics to land. You're also on the second story of a very large building.
Oh no.
17.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just randomly bang it.
Take 8 fall damage,
Okay, that's okay.
but you don't break anything.
Awesome.
You stumble as you land, but yeah, you're out. There's broken glass everywhere, and like you're now in the central courtyard of the library.
Do I see Elwood?
No. You're in the court.
Oh.
Like, so this
You're in
building.
the worst area.
This building has an enclosed courtyard. You are now inside the most middle part of it.
I run towards an exit.
You stole. I want to touch on this quickly. You stole a page. You don't even know.
No.
that
He
page
grabbed a
is.
handful. He grabbed like a handful of pages.
Oh yeah, I reached in and fucking yanked.
So people gaze at you as you're running past, and you hear yelling behind you, but you're able to make it out onto a street.
I'm just screaming for Elwood and Grimmery at this point. Just wondering where they are.
Oh man.
So you're like a block away. Hey, Gremory, you want to chuck me a perception real quick?
I can do that. I can for sure do that. 13.
It's okay, because even though you didn't hear him, Elwood certainly did. Whipping around the corner is a black chariot. And it's headed right for you.
All right.
Fucking crashes.
I run towards it.
It stops right in front of you. Is everything okay, sir?
Yeah, I just need to get in here, and we need to go.
But what about Sir Gremory?
Go back to the front gate, yell for him or whatever. Just get him back in here. We need to go.
What?
So,
Logan?
what?
I'll be hiding in the.
How long has it been?
You haven't not quite 10 minutes yet. So Elwood, as you hop in the back, you hear Elwood mutter something and fidget with something in the front, and suddenly you're moving very, very fast, like you're thrown against the back seat of the chariot, and then suddenly slam to a stop, and you're thrown against the front of the chariot. Take
Yeah, I'm not doing
1 damage.
That's fair.
Gremory, you notice Elwood's chariot suddenly appear in just with a trail of purple fire behind it, and he motions for you very sharply to get in.
Okay, I'm gonna get in. Hey, what's up? Why are we here? Well, why are you already here?
Are you talking to me or Elwood?
You.
jump.
So I just like stuffed it in my breastplate. So I'll pull my breastplate out and kind of just take it out. And like I took these from the private collection. We need to leave.
Why?
I couldn't read them, but they're of something of a tome of forgottenness or something like that. I don't know. That's what the wizard said. Then he drew out a pointy stick at me, and he called for people. So I jumped out the window and I ran into here. And now we have to leave.
There's gonna be so much attention on us. How are we supposed to kill that guy now?
We just have to leave. We don't have to worry about it. We just leave. The place is so huge. He's not gonna find us.
No.
Yeah, I did. That is in my brain.
Elwood, do you have to report us at all to your superiors?
No, not at all.
Good.
Okay, good.
Leave. We need out of here as
Yeah.
fast as you can. I don't care which direction are we going.
For the duration of the games, my loyalty
Oh, my
is strictly to you, to no one else.
I appreciate
Perfect.
that.
Go.
And Elwood just goes. And I think that's a good place to stop for tonight.
Oh dear lord.
So I must tell you, as a DM, there's a number of this campaign is very freeform, and it goes to some weird places.
Tom did you give me pointers or anything?
But
This is the first time it's gone there.
No. This isn't the first time it's gotten this weird. But I must say that this is touching the record for getting weird really fast. Yeah. So I think
I
that
got
was a
really
good
into my
session.
character there.
Yeah.
He has no intelligence.
Yeah. Apparently, Jesus.
He has an 8.
Yeah, but I think that will do for tonight. And I hope you guys had as much fun doing that as I had telling that.
It was great.
And
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yep, I'm gonna cut the stream there. I don't know. I don't think anybody's watching, but if they are, have a good night.
Thanks, people. Thanks, everyone.
Make sure to